Good evening, I'm Rena Ninen. The accused gunman in the Fort Lauderdale airport attack faces federal murder charges tonight. 26-year-old Esteban Santiago is in custody, accused of killing 5 people and wounding 6 others yesterday in a baggage claim area. Dozens more who were not shot also needed treatment. We'll have the victim stories in a moment, but we begin with the latest on the investigation. Santiago served in Iraq. His family said he came home with mental issues, hearing voices in his head. He was not on a no-fly list. David Begnaud has more.
This is the mugshot of 26-year-old Esteban Santiago. According to the FBI, he is cooperating. He was interrogated for several hours overnight. FBI agent George Pirro.
We are continuing to look at the terrorism angle in regards to the potential motivation behind this attack.
Pirro says at this point, the evidence indicates Santiago acted alone and flew to Fort Lauderdale from Alaska with the sole purpose of committing a mass shooting at the airport. Authorities say Santiago, who had just gotten off of a Delta flight, grabbed his only checked bag at the baggage claim Friday afternoon. Inside, he had a 9mm semi-automatic handgun and ammunition. He allegedly went into the bathroom, loaded the gun, then walked out and started shooting. Mark Lee was an eyewitness.
People were running, trying to get away from him as he was walking in that area. He did not say a single word. He was emotionless.
Santiago surrendered by laying on the ground as a sheriff's deputy approached him. Scott Israel is the Broward County Sheriff. From the moment the first shot was fired, how long did it take your deputy, who ended up encountering the gunman, to get there?
It was approximately 70 to 80 seconds.
Back in November, Santiago walked into an FBI field office in Anchorage, Alaska, complaining that the CIA was forcing him to watch ISIS terror videos. A law enforcement source tells CBS News he was carrying a gun, which he checked at the front desk. The FBI called local police, which had him committed for a mental evaluation. Santiago's brother, Brian, in Puerto Rico, says the former National Guardsman got his gun back once he was released from the hospital. The problem here is not that they committed him, but that they only left him there for 4 days, says Brian, and then give him his weapon back? So one of the big questions now, was that weapon the same gun that was used in the mass shooting here at the airport? Fort Lauderdale International opened early this morning. Hundreds of flights were canceled, but for these people who are waiting in line and have been for hours, they appear to be lucky enough to get out tonight. Rena, the airport says it has 20,000 bags, other personal items that it still has to return to stranded passengers who are just waiting to get out of town.
I imagine it'll take some time. David Begnaud in Fort Lauderdale. Thanks, David.